Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Amanda, author of The Insightful Parent, and Rebecca, strategic life coach. And today we're discussing chapter 2 of The Insightful Parent and how, as a life coach, Rebecca kind of works with the same populations of the parents and individuals that would be reading that chapter. So, all right, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
So, go ahead, tell me your...
All right, my thoughts on Chapter 2. Chapter 2, Amanda titled it Insight. And the main thing I got out of it is how there's basically two types of people. Those who address issues or problems, and then the type who ignore them. And obviously the people that are calling us, you as a therapist or me as a life coach, are the people who realized there's stuff going on, and maybe I should start thinking about it. Taking, action and taking the steps. Because a lot of it I felt in your insight chapter was dealing with pain.
Yeah.
Whether we try to avoid it, pretend it's not there, and pain and crisis will never go away. They'll just come up in other things.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I realized as a life coach and helping people is a lot of the health issues that kind of come up too.
Yeah.
When we have a lot of pain going on, mental, it does physically hurt us. And I think also when you have pain going on in your life, it can, mentally and physically affect you as a parent.
Yeah.
Or as a person, with other people in your relationships. So, I like how you said that, how to approach different struggles: crisis, trauma, abuse, and neglect, loss, and fear. Now, of course, as a life coach, it's not a lot of the stuff I'm going to go into, but it will come up.
Mm-hmm.
It does. It has to, because there's reasons why we do the things we do, why we say the things we say, why we react to how we react, okay? Whether, again, it's towards our children or towards our spouse or towards, our friends or anything like that. When you're coming to me as a life coach, we're going to work on things like that, but again, in a very positive way. One of the things I want to address is, and I know with even you as a therapist, from me knowing you, we're both very positive, and we're not going to focus on the negative unless if maybe you have to, but we're going to look at it in a very positive way, see why it's happened. We will have to look at the pain, but in a, hopefully with me, a fun way. We got to laugh, but we can't avoid it because it will make us physically sick, or affect all of our relationships and everything like that. But we are going to have fun doing it, figuring out why things have happened. And then the other thing that I like that you put is your ripple effect in us and our boat's called life. We're all in our own little boat, okay? So I like how you said we have, the ocean out there is life, and we're all in our individual boats, and when we do something, it ripples and it can affect everybody else. And not that we are responsible for everybody else, but in a way we kind of are.
Well, and also other people's ripples and other people. So,
exactly.
Because there is that idea. It's sometimes when someone is stuck in a victim mindset.
Yes.
We've all had things happen to us, and you're right. That's the description of all those small different pains. Because one of the things Will Smith said, and I loved it because he's an actor, but he's motivated in helping people live their best life as well. And one of the things he says is it may not be your fault, but it is absolutely your responsibility.
True.
And so even if someone else's boat has shifted the course of your boat, then what now?
Exactly. I love that word that you brought up, responsibility, because it's one of the huge things that I work on.
Yes.
And I forgot to even say that is I have these 3 E's: embrace, empower, and energize. And the goal, and I guess we were talking about the journey in the beginning, and now even insight. It's embracing that our life and our challenges or everything like that, but that we have ways of changing it. We're not stuck. Our boat is going to move, and we can figure out how we're going to guide it. If we're going to just let it do it by itself. Okay, so we can either create strong oars and we embrace it and say, wow, we can change this, and then empower ourselves knowing that we can learn new things. The empowerment. And energizing is just being excited about life again. I have a quote that I put on my Instagram account, and it's called, create the life you want to wake up to, or you can't wait to wake up to. It's creating it. So I think when we become insightful about what's going on in our life, how we deal with pain, or if we're going to deal with pain, affects all that.
Yeah. And it's interesting to circle back. You're right. I'm really big on those two types of people.
Yes.
You know, you address an issue or you avoid an issue. The problem is avoiding an issue makes for a molehill under a rug that everybody trips over.
Exactly.
Or an elephant in the room that gets really stinky.
You put that in your book, and I like that because I don't like elephants, and I'm going to be the one. Just to let you know how I think you are kind of too, is if we feel that you're coming to us to get help, we're going to make you accountable to get the help, to be responsible for that, be responsible for your actions or how you react to somebody else, not play the victim. I mean, we all, like you said, Art can be that victim. We've all had something in our life, but then becoming empowered to change it.
Yeah, and I think you're right because some people will be that person to avoid an issue, but it's not really them because they're just afraid and they lack the skills on how to.
Right, exactly.
And then hence the skills in here or visiting you.
Right, exactly.
Right?
Yes.
Because we can't, it is okay and healthy and appropriate to address issues.
Yeah.
Yes. And the thing is when people start, then we start recognizing those around us who still want that molehill to stay under a rug.
Right.
And then now we've got healthy boundaries to start working on.
Right.
Fascinating.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah. And I like that because if you start learning how to, address these issues, you can help your children, back to your book.
Because you can't
understanding
read,
that.
Yeah, you can't read and have insight on someone else's needs if you don't have insight on your own.
And that's all it comes down to.
A sweet friend of mine, she says, so I don't do sick very well. A sweet friend of mine, she says when she has a stressful day, she'll throw up sideways. Meaning she doesn't return the offense that she felt from her boss to her boss. She comes home and it's stress, and so she attacks the safest thing, which tends to be spouse and children.
Well, that's like they say, you hurt the people that you're closest to.
And because they're safe to hurt.
They're safe to hurt, exactly. We do that.
Yes. So, it takes insight for me to know if I don't feel well, I'm not going to parent well. I just need to know that. And I need to pace myself, give myself kind of extra margin on that day because my stress is already increased just by fighting the flu or, chronic pain. I have a dear friend who lives in chronic pain and she's got more patience than I think I will have even in heaven. I mean, and so it's I'm glad because she needs the patience because of the chronic pain. It's just, it's fascinating. So very cool. But insight is key. And the word itself means insight, to look within.
Look within, yes.
Yeah.
And that's what we do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
We have to.
Both of us do.
Exactly.
Cool.
Right.
Well, that is it for chapter 2. And I thank you for joining us, and we will see you again soon.